It's time to jump into the Wayback Machine and go back to the 80s. I am your host, Golden J, and with me, as always, Crash Vegas.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
And we're here to take you back to the greatest decade ever. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Here's the interesting part, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This episode comes out prior to the Tug episode, which covers the Motley Crue 94, which Frankie was unable to be a part of because of his little accident. I shouldn't say little. His car was fucking demolished.
Yes. Total loss.
He's fine, as you can see if you're watching on YouTube. Kind of. He's still in a ton of pain.
Yes, I am.
So he's fighting all of that just to be able to do this episode. And we appreciate it, Frankie.
Yeah.
Although if you wouldn't have made it, it would have been fine. Our listeners would have understood.
Hey, I said, we're recording on a Saturday to make up for missing on Thursday, and I don't think I would have been a very nice guy on Thursday. I'd have been like, fucking Logan, shut up, move, come on.
Move. Oh, you're dumb, Lance. You're dumb. You don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, don't worry, man.
No.
Me and Logan took care of that on Lance's part. No, man. No, it's completely understandable. But just so you guys know, we're recording this episode after we recorded the Tug episode, so you're gonna kind of get an idea. But we're gonna get in. We talk about it a little bit in the Tug episode, so they're not in numerical order,
Yeah.
so to speak. So
That's okay.
and of course, I'm still just fighting this stupid cold that I've had all week. I've recorded Indiana Chiefs fans. I recorded Tucson. I recorded the Tug. All this with this stupid cold. So I'm just, man, it's all moved downstairs to the chest. And so if you hear me coughing, I'm going to try to take as much of it out as I can. Like that. It's gone. Yeah, like I just took it out of there. Yeah, I coughed and you guys missed it. So, yeah. Anyway. This episode, as we finish up the 80s side of the Motley Crue series with Dr. Feelgood, and I can't imagine doing this episode without Frankie because this is his album.
Yes.
This is his favorite of the whole thing.
This is absolutely my favorite Motley Crue.
Yeah. So we're going to get into that in a minute. You want to tell what happened?
For my car accident, I was on my way to work. It was on Tuesday. 19 was really slushy. And usually my car, all-wheel drive, usually go through slush fine.
Right.
But just all of a sudden, I don't know if I just caught a rut of somebody else's track or what, but I just started fishtailing. And I couldn't get control, went right into a utility pole. Luckily, I was able to get over far enough that it hit the passenger side and not the driver's side.
Right.
All the airbags deployed. And just being me, I'm kind of weird. I hit the pole and the airbag went off, and I'm just sitting there like, well, that's all? That's it? Like, shit. And I felt fine. I wasn't hurting. I was, adrenaline was going.
Right.
And I just... the police officer gets there, and he's like, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, well, it don't look like you should be.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, right now I feel fine. I don't... And it's like, well, I'm just going to have you sit in the car where it's warm, so.
Oh, that's nice of him to put you right, out that reason why they're doing their thing, but.
So he was like, Yeah, so they just got the tow truck out there. They took the, police took the report. Tow truck got a hold of the insurance. Went and got a rental car, which I didn't even really use. I drove it home and drove it back to the rental place because my son, this kid, man, he's something else. He went out, didn't even tell us, went out and got a loan to get me a new car. I mean, I'm paying for the loan, but,
He got you hooked up.
Yeah, he hooked me up. And it's crazy because things are weird because the way it works out, I was already making a car payment, but with what he was able to get, I'm paying $100 less a month now. So I'm like, oh hell yeah,
yeah,
and a newer car, so I'm like, what the hell? Low mileage, I mean, shit.
I like it when it's less monthly payment.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, shit. I guess shit works out for a reason,
right.
He said, that's your Christmas present. I'm like, oh, okay.
All right.
I'll take that.
Well, cool. I didn't.
Yeah.
Have you done everything with the insurance company then? Have you talked to your insurance company about?
Yeah, I'm just waiting to. I have gap insurance also, so, I don't have to pay off the car or anything. That'll be taken care of. And
nice.
So, no harm, no foul, I guess,
Until you try to set up.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. The harm is that. Now, let me ask you this, because I've never been in one with side airbags. You had side airbags, right?
Yeah.
Do you think that's where a lot of the soreness comes from? Is from those airbags deploying and bouncing off of those, or?
Honestly, I can't even give you an honest answer on
right
that.
On.
Honestly, because I don't remember the airbags even touching me, to be honest.
Right.
But I don't know. I got a lot of pain in my hands. I don't know, from gripping the steering wheel and the jarring.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. And my whole body just felt like I was a tackling dummy for, the Indianapolis Colts or something. But, shit. Yeah, I'm not my normal self right now, but I'm going to try to get through all this. And
We're not going to put in through a lot today. We just want to make sure we get this episode, and then we'll figure the rest out for later. But because you can tell, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can tell that Frankie's just a little uncomfortable. He's just not himself. But we'll get through this.
Yeah, I'll get through. I mean, I'm gonna do fine. I'm gonna do all my recording today and see what happens, and go home and lay down. And I don't think I have any football on today, so.
Well, let's see. Let's go over a couple football items with you real quick. You are a Hoosiers fan, correct? I know you're a Notre Dame guy.
I'm a Notre Dame fan. I mean, I've been following the Hoosiers because I've been pretty impressed with what they've been doing. So.
Well, and we all here watched the big game last weekend. The Ohio State game, and nothing warms my heart more than watching Ohio State lose. There's just something about watching them take a loss. It just makes me happy. It's like
and when it's to like a team like back in the day, you lose to IU, you're like, well, our season sucks.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Because
now there's no shame in it.
Yeah, but IU's never been known as a football team. They are a football school. They're always a basketball school.
Yeah, they're basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't like Ohio State because I don't care much for their fans, and there's something about their coach I just don't care about. But that's just personal, petty bullshit. Your Colts have hired a grandpa to come try to lead the team to finish off the final 4 games of the season. It could be Final Four, or could be that he turns it around and makes something happen. But you guys have lost every single one of your fucking quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones goes down with an Achilles.
Achilles.
Yep. done for the season. Anthony Richards was on IR to begin with.
Yeah, he broke his orbital socket.
Something to that effect. So he wasn't even dressing anyway.
Yeah.
And then we bring in Riley Leonard, and it's so fucking funny because when it happened, because I was watching the game, I was sitting in the living room, and Bobby was outside tinkering with some stuff, and she was kind of coming in and out. And I said, "Hey, Daniel Jones just went out, and Riley Leonard's in. You know, the old Notre Dame quarterback." And she's kind of in and out, and I'm like, I made a comment about, "You never fucking listen to anything I say." And she opens the door. She goes, "I can hear everything you say." I'm like, "Okay." And she went about, because I think we were putting up Christmas decorations.
Okay.
And yeah, we were late getting those up, so it is what it is.
Oh, we were too.
Yeah. It's just we weren't in a big rush. And then like 2 or 3 days later, and I didn't even realize that Riley Leonard got hurt in that game, or whenever, at some point in that game he got hurt, because then the rumors started flying. And she's sitting on the couch beside me, and she goes, "Did you know that Riley Leonard was quarterback in the Colts? You know, the one that played for Notre Dame last year?" And I just looked at her, and I'm like, "I thought you said you listened to every fucking word I ever say." And she's like, "Did you tell me that?" I'm like, God, you're killing me, woman. You're killing me.
That's funny.
Killing me. That's my life.
Bless her heart.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. But yeah, so it's been a big thing flying around this week. The Colts went out and got Phillip Rivers out of retirement. Retired 5 years.
Yeah.
He's and the big thing that they talked about was he was a grandfather.
Sure thing, Hall of Famer. Now ain't got to start over again another 5 years.
There you go. Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. But, and Cam Newton's having a big fit because they didn't call him.
Fuck
well,
Cam
that's because
Newton.
you're a fucking asshole.
He's a douche, and you're proving it repeatedly. Mm-hmm. Now you know why they didn't call you. But for one, you're not that talented. I mean, I'll take Phillip Rivers at fucking 44 years old.
Well, yeah. Well, and it makes sense to a degree because he knows the coach. He knows, he knows the system. He knows the system. It's just an easier transition than trying to get somebody in there late
that has never played. Rivers, that's where he spent his final year of his career within Indianapolis. Yeah. Same coach? Not the same coach.
Well,
though,
he coached Dykon for the Chargers.
Okay, that's
so
fair.
they were familiar with each other. He knows Dykon's style, and so it just. And he knows several of the players. He played with them before.
Right. It'll be interesting. I mean, to be fair, as soon as Jones went down and Riley Leonard came in, I was like, Colts season just finished. Just that quickly.
Well, they had been struggling the last several games.
They lost 3 of the last 4.
Yeah, I mean... And it is what it doesn't surprise me. As a Colts fan, it doesn't surprise me because that's just the Colts, Right. But, hopefully they can link it in the playoffs and maybe things will turn around. But, who knows? I mean, that's football. Kansas City.
Yeah.
I think they're on the outside looking in right now.
You ever seen those movies where people are in quicksand and all you can see is their fingertips sticking up out of the quicksand? That's kind of where we're at right now looking at the playoffs. It's bad. Yeah. It's not 100% impossible. We still have 16%. Yeah. But man, the Costco list that you have to make sure you pick up to get into the playoffs, it's pretty long. Yeah,
I was that, we haven't been in since the Colts and the Chiefs played. That game, and nothing with, against the Chiefs, nothing like that, but the Colts just play terrible game calling. Shane Dykon did. Why are you passing the ball? You're playing against Patrick frickin' Mahomes. I can't talk.
Mahomes?
Mahomes. And this dude doesn't need time. You give him a few ticks and he can make some shit happen. So run the ball. Take as much time off as you can. Don't go 3 and out
Right.
with no time taken off the clock. I don't know what he was thinking. And it was, I mean, you have the best running back in the fucking league right now. And you just totally went away from in the second half.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Kansas City's defense shut that run down.
Well, yeah,
55
but the
yards.
Colts, though, they usually pick up most of their rushing yards in the second half.
Okay.
You know, that's just what they do. They just wear the defense down. And they just didn't do that. I don't know what Steichen was thinking. He could end up losing his job. I don't care what the record is.
Right.
If he doesn't say, okay, somebody else make the calls, you know.
That's fair. That's fair.
In my opinion. And I mean, I like Shane Steichen. I think sometimes his play calling is, I mean, I'm all about trying to be aggressive and stuff like that, but there's a time and a place, you know.
You mean not 4th and 1 on your own 30?
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's fine to do that depending on the situation, but you got to look at the situation you're in.
Right.
When you're playing the Kansas City Chiefs, you need to take every second off of that clock that you can. And sometimes that's not even enough.
It's true.
You know, and I was just so frustrated. I mean, and usually I don't get frustrated. I love football, but I'm not one of those guys, you know.
Right.
They go, you know, people want to blame the refs and all that stuff, and the refs have been, for everybody, have been horrible this year.
Yeah.
And it's not just, I mean, there have been a lot of, I don't know, they're going to have to do something in the offseason with this ref situation because teams are getting screwed left and right.
They need to learn. We need to make, you know, with all the NFL doing all the rule changes and everything that they continue to keep tinkering with and change and do all this stuff. At some point, we need to figure out how to make the refs accountable for shitty calls.
Yeah.
Or non-calls.
Now,
you know, and this is something that is not going to be one of those things that's going to just be cut and dry. They're going to have to figure out, going back and looking these sort of things over. Was the hit on Reyes while he was still in the air trying to catch the ball, was that a defenseless receiver penalty that wasn't called? Was you know, the reason that this happened, was that because this team held and you know, or they called a holding call or a face mask call that didn't happen, you know, that didn't really happen? Not that they should go back. There's no way to go back and rechange the game.
No, absolutely not.
But if the referees are held responsible and have some sort of consequences to some shit fucking calls, then maybe this will get better. Because right now, there's no consequences.
Yeah.
I mean, they could be taken. I mean, in all honesty, I've talked about this a million fucking times. It would take a lot for a conspiracy of all the refs are going to want the Broncos to be in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So now they all get together and like, okay, well, whoever you're calling, this is, you know, I mean, can you imagine the roadmap to try to get that? It's like, well, we need Denver to win, but such and such, and the Kansas City and Oakland both need to lose this week.
Yeah.
And, you know,
yeah.
I mean, it'd be a roadmap to hell.
Oh, hell yeah.
But who's to say that this one guy who is an offensive line judge or whatever, who's getting paid by the Eagles, to not say that those guys moved on that fucking tush push?
Well, there you go.
You know, I mean, it could boil down to that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is now somebody needs. I'm not saying that's what's happening, people.
No,
that's not what I'm saying is happening. This is a theory. But these referees need to be held responsible for bad calls, bad calls that they call and bad calls that they don't call. And if it's blatant, and we've seen some blatant, and I'm not just saying Kansas City. There was one against fucking, was it for New Orleans or against New Orleans that cost them that game on what was a huge pass interference call. The one guy hit the receiver for New Orleans 3 to 4 seconds before the fucking ball got there.
Yeah.
Blatant no call. That referee needs to be held responsible, and it needs to be a fine or something that is painful for these referees.
Yeah, I agree. Now, some of them, I would not want to be an NFL referee. because you're not going to win no matter what you do.
Right.
But like, we'll go back to the Colts Chiefs game. They were the one where the tight end, not Kelsey, the other one for the Chiefs.
Noah Gray.
Yeah. He didn't make the catch, but they called it a catch. Now, why the Colts, and I put this on the Colts, they didn't challenge it. It was obviously not a catch, but the Colts never challenged it.
And that has to do with your upstairs, your guys that are watching that replay to call it down to the coach to say, hey, they think this might be a recall.
Yeah, but people were bitching about that. Oh, it's such a bad call. I'm like, well, you know what? That's on the Colts.
Right.
You could tell that it was obviously, even the announcer was saying, yeah, that's not a catch. And
I'm trying to remember back to that because that's been a few hair-pulling games ago.
Yeah, you're trying to forget those.
I am trying to, yeah. That one was a win for...
That was a win, but...
My thing was, and I don't do this. I didn't text Frankie and be like, my team beat your team. I mean, that wasn't...
No, you just had a hell of a game.
Yeah, it was a hell of a game in the long term of it. But there's this one guy who delivers at the hospital that was for 2 weeks prior to this game. He's a Colts fan.
Yeah.
Which surprised me because I thought he was a Bears fan by the way he talked, but he might just be jumping from side to side. So, but he 2 weeks prior to this game was like, "You ready to get your fucking ass handed to you? We're gonna fucking run all over. The Colts are gonna run all over those Chiefs." And I'm not really one into that because for me it's a superstition. Yeah. I don't really talk a lot of shit prior to a game.
Same way.
Yeah. I don't talk shit after the game either. If we win, I don't really talk shit after. Because I can see both sides. However, this motherfucker has been avoiding me for 3 weeks. I have not fucking seen him.
That is funny.
He actually stopped me as I was leaving one day, put his body in front of me to stop me, to fucking blow me shit how the Colts are going to whoop up on the fucking Chiefs. Yeah. And now the little fucker is all hiding and not coming in at his normal time and shit. And I just think he's a coward little fuck, and he should just pretty much stay away. I don't want to talk to him now. I mean, it's beyond. We know. Listen, man, I love my Chiefs, and I'm going to be rooting for all of these scenarios to happen. But I'm already at ease with not making the playoffs. I'm already at ease of not having to buy playoff tickets. Yep. I'm also at ease that I don't have to pull my hair out throughout the playoffs, and so on and so forth. So, may the best team win. Whether it be the Bears, if the Colts can get in, if they can figure out something, because unfortunately for them, they don't have a lot of wiggle room at this point.
No.
Because there's too many behind them, and they've already lost at one point they were number one in the AFC, and then got knocked off by the Broncos, and then have fallen to, what are they, the 5th or 6th spot?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they're draw. They went from like the number one team in the NFL to possibly not even making the playoffs.
Right.
So it's crazy.
It'll be interesting to see what these next 4 weeks bring.
Let me get your opinion real quick while we're talking football.
Welcome to Football Talk.
Welcome to Football Talk.
You can also check out ChiefsRoundtable.io or roundtablesports.io/Chiefs and catch what me and Chico Noise have to say about it.
Yeah, and the Gridiron Kingz. Check them out.
Yeah, you can check them out too.
Yeah. I forget about them. Sorry, guys.
No.
What is your opinion on the college playoff selection?
Man, I would love to give you my opinion if I understood it.
Yeah.
I don't understand any of it. I don't understand how we can play for an SEC, what is it? SEC championship game and hand out trophies and shit and then put them back in a bracket to play again.
Yeah. That's my only issue. I could give a shit that Notre Dame didn't make it. I don't care. I mean, I would love to have seen them in it, but whatever. I don't give a fuck. I can root for IU, and not have to be conflicted.
Right.
But the fact that Alabama had 3 losses, that irritates me. You have 3 losses. And their team, well, and even ESPN guy said the 12 best teams didn't make the playoffs. It was all mathematical and
Right.
and I'm like, they got to come up with something better, because Alabama shouldn't have been. Nothing against Alabama, great program, but with 3 losses, you shouldn't be in just because you're Alabama.
I wish I could tell you the mathematics of it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you take the mathematics out and then just say that the 12 best teams should go in, I mean, who's to say exactly who the 12 best teams are?
Oh, exactly.
So, I mean, it's with mathematics, at least you have a formula to get from A to B. Does that make sense? And listen, I don't know anything about it.
But I think maybe it would be better if people that win their conference, if you're in a conference and you win your conference championship, you're in.
Okay.
And I don't think you can't argue that. Okay, they won the conference championship, they're in. Whether they're better than this team that's not in,
right?
That's regardless. But then don't just put a team in because
the head coach and all of them start whining and bitching and moaning about not getting in.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Notre Dame not playing in a bowl game at all now, because they decide they're not going to play in one. If they're not going to play for the national championship, why? Which I get it, because a lot of those guys that are going to the NFL, they don't really want to play in the bowl games anymore anyway, because
there's a chance of them getting hurt.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that is that Notre Dame has reaped the benefits of being Notre Dame for a lot of years. Notre Dame has always had a high standard of a football program. I'm not taking away from that, but there have been years where they were just not a good football team, but were offered bowls. Mm-hmm. And they took them because they wanted the money and the notoriety. Am I correct? Am I wrong in saying that?
Well,
I mean, it's no different now. Now, just because Marcus Freeman is the head coach, and he's like butthurt that they didn't get into the playoffs, well, we're just not going to play. We're not going to do bowls. You still need to take those in order to make money for your fucking program, especially more now since this whole portal and money being paid to these college players.
In Freeman's defense, he doesn't get to make that decision by himself.
Well, I know
that got to be a big group decision. But I think it's unfair, because they just make that decision, whoever makes it. These seniors, they didn't know that Stanford game was their last game.
Right.
The
and it plays differently in your head. And
the parents didn't know, so maybe they thought, well, they'll be in a bowl game. We can't make it to Stanford, but we'll make it whatever.
Right.
And they didn't get to know that was going to be their last game.
That's 100% fair.
I think that was an unfair thing.
Right.
But, I don't know. College football is getting to be almost too political anymore.
Listen, man, when they started this thing a few years ago, and me and Colton talked about it because I didn't understand it. I mean, it's always been a long-standing thing that you went to college to get a college education, and if you got a scholarship to help pay for that while you played football, that was the bonus.
Yes.
Now these guys are getting paid to go to different fucking schools in the middle. This is no different than what the NFL does. You have a star player who plays for this team for a season and then goes and plays for this team for a season. College is turning the same way. And it's like, it's a head scratcher, because now you're like the Georgia quarterback or the Oregon quarterback's playing for Georgia, or the Georgia's playing for Oregon. And you're like, I'm so fucking confused. Where's your loyalty to the college that you go to? Mm-hmm. That's supposed to be your college, your alumni. That's what you put money back into when you do become a famous NFL star and make the $1 billion contract. You're supposed to give back to those schools, make special appearances, do that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Notre Dame players for years, and I'm sure have seen it many times with going to games. The old Notre Dame players are proud to come back and be a part of the opening show or the halftime show or whatever it is that they're doing. Some are doing it between quarters. Those guys are proud, and they're happy to be back in the at the college that they that brought them up.
Absolutely.
Now you've lost that loyalty.
Yeah.
And those colleges don't mean shit anymore.
Yeah, I totally disagree with getting paid to play college football. Now, I do agree that if you're making a shit ton of money because of your jersey number and everybody buying that jersey because it's your number,
right?
Like if you're number 12 and you're the big star and everybody buying a number 12 jersey, yeah, you should reap some benefits from that. Okay. But you shouldn't get paid to go to that because that's unfair to the smaller schools. It's like, well, Ball State, a guy I really wanted to go to Ball State. I love Ball State, but they're not going to pay me what IU's going to pay me.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm going to go there just for the paycheck.
Yep. Schools are going to suffer. The smaller schools are going to suffer. But then again, I mean, the Ball State's a MAC. What is it, MAC 10 or whatever?
Yeah, MAC.
MAC,
yeah.
just MAC. It's just a MAC school.
Yeah.
I mean, which includes Toledo and just a lot of no-name colleges. And don't get me wrong, man. We have had Ball State players make the NFL. Kareem Hunt came from Toledo. I mean, things are still possible for them. But you're right. That they will lose out in the end. And hopefully they can keep their programs alive.
And then on the other side, though, it kind of works out because some of the guys, they go to these smaller schools and work on their craft, and their senior year, they showed, hey, this guy's pretty good. Hey, why don't you come up and play for Georgia,
Right.
I mean, you play for Ball State, but hell, you're showing your shit. See what you can do for us.
Come up here on the Grand Scan stage and see what else you can do for the future. Yeah, I mean, Listen, Frankie.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment for Perfectly Picked Games.
And then we'll get into this album.
Maybe.
Love scoring great finds? Perfectly Picked Games brings the heat every week. Board games on Tuesdays, toys on Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern on Whatnot. Is it your first purchase? Use Golden Mojo for 10% off.
All right, Frankie, Perfectly Picked Games. Go check them out on the Whatnot app. They were doing neckties the other night.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Did you get one?
No. I was in the middle of something and wasn't able to watch. So it just came up on my thing. It said, hey, go to Perfectly Picked Games.
You just call the rocker chick the middle of something?
Well,
Kind of in the middle.
I wish.
No. So you ready to talk about the NBA? I kid.
Dude, I could just walk away and you could talk all you want about it. I don't know shit about the NBA. Literally nothing. I'm so far removed from basketball. I got nothing. I got nothing.
We can
talk about NHL. Welcome to the Puck Yeah podcast.
The Puck Yeah.
We've already taken over Gridiron Kingz.
Which my last place team in the fantasy league did beat. Lance Menzie.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh shit! He wasn't talking about that shit on his podcast, was he? That better be in Monday's episode.
It was a few weeks back, but
I don't remember him talking about that at all. Then did he? He didn't.
I don't think so.
Oh, you're catching shit right now, there, Wonder Bread. Way to go, princess! Boom. Anyway,
let's get to what we're supposed to be talking about.
What are we talking about? We're in the middle of a Motley Crue series right now. We're getting ready to finish it up. I guess we're in the middle. We're finishing it up. But
we're at the end.
We're at the very end. Kinda. You're going to get a tug episode of Motley Crue 94. But today, we are talking about the 5th studio album from the heavy metal band Motley Crue, released on August 28, 1989. Frankie Vegas's favorite Motley Crue album.
Absolutely.
Today, we're talking about Dr. Feelgood. Listen, man, produced by Bobby Rock, which apparently did not go well. I mean, he found it difficult to work with him on this album. Do you suppose because Girls was so popular, and then they were just way over there. Well, I would imagine that their probably infighting was probably pretty intense during this album making too, right?
Yeah. Didn't this whole time span during this album? I don't remember before or during or after they made this album where Vince challenged Axl Rose to a fight. It was,
Oh my God! Yeah, I don't remember exactly when that was, but
I was hoping that one could have happened.
who do you think would have won?
God, I don't know.
I mean, both
I
of
don't
them.
see either one of them being a fighter, but
Right.
they might. Maybe they do. I don't know. I mean,
Well, we've actually seen Axl throw down in the middle of a concert. Remember when he jumped off the stage?
oh
and-
yeah.
I mean, so I might give a tilt towards Axl in that fight because I think Vince Neil's just too much of a pretty boy to fucking
not
throw
in the
down.
face, not in the face.
Yeah. Wait, not the maker, not the money maker. God bless America. I don't know, man. I just feel that at this time, everything was just off the hook. I mean, one of the songs was written about the Nikki, being clinically dead for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So I mean, you gotta really, really think about the time frame and what was going on with the band.
You were going to see a Nona.
No, you took some shit in girls over that. You might take some more shit in the Motley '94 one over that one too. So. It's funny because hopefully you guys are enjoying because I'm adding the songs into it so you can hear the choruses of the songs as we talk about them.
Yeah, I'm loving that myself.
And I've had good response from it. People are liking it. But the Nona, when I put Nona in, I'm like, Frankie's getting the whole minute 30 of this fucking song. So when you're listening back to Girls Pod, you get all on Nona. And I did that just for you, buddy.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's
not a bad song.
No. It's just your skip song.
It's my skip song. If I was going to skip one, which I wouldn't have skipped it.
Oh, yeah. You take some shit. Yeah, the boys were like, it's so funny. It's so fucking funny. Anyway, is there anything else to talk about the upcoming part of this album? I mean...
No, I think we can...
You just want to get into talking about the songs?
Get into talking about the songs.
All
Great
right.
album. Maybe
11 tracks, man.
11 tracks.
11 tracks. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them being released. I thought I had a side list here. Yeah, 5 of them being released between August 28th of 89 and July of 1990 that were released out into the public, on the radio and shit like that.
Like always, they've got all the remastered.
Yeah.
So I make sure I'm getting on the right list.
Yeah, make sure you're on the right list.
Okay.
Even Wonder Bread fucked that up in the Motley '94. Just saying. Ah.
All right.
All right, man, take it away. What's our first song?
Our first song is more of an intro, but it's number 1. It's got its own listing, so it's TNT, Terror in Tinseltown.
So listen, before we actually started recording, I was reading up on this, and one of the facts of this song is the fact that they use a sample of a woman saying, Dr. Davis, telephone please, Dr. Davis, telephone, which also shows up in the 1988 song Eyes of a Stranger by Queensryche. And so I had to go back and listen, because I knew the Queensryche one, because I'd heard it before, and it's something that really pumps in my head. It sticks because they use that sample a couple times in the Operation Mindcrime album, because it's Dr. Davis and then it's also Dr. J. Hamilton. And I've heard that not only in the TNT song, but I've heard it in a couple other songs where people are just plopping that in as a background noise.
Now, do you know where it come from?
I do not.
Is it from a movie?
I do not.
You don't know?
No, and I wish I'd have read that prior to. I might have looked it up to see if it's something that was from a TV show or. But it's so funny because everybody uses it, and it's one of those glass breaking moments that's breaking the window. You know what I'm saying? Where I'm like, I'm going to tell you this, and now you're going to hear it in something like on a fucking, like on a ER or, you know, a medical show. Well, I don't watch a lot of fucking medical shows, but, you know, you're going to hear it in the background, you know, as they're walking down the fucking aisle doing their dialogue, and you hear the overhead, and you're like, motherfucker, that's the same sample they used in Eyes of a Stranger and TNT, and you're like, oh, all right. But yeah, it's a cool intro. What is it? Maybe 45 seconds at the most or whatever? Does it say?
Yeah.
42 seconds. Yep.
42 seconds, yep.
But it's a little fun. It's a little fun intro with a big car crash to get you into track number 2.
Dr. Feelgood.
He's the one that called Dr. Feelgood. He's the one that makes you feel alright. He's the one that called Dr. Feelgood.
So every time that you say Dr. Feelgood, you immediately go dun 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 dun. Yeah.
Right, tell Jerry.
Had a second-hand hoodie deals out of Hollywood.
Got a 55 Chevy, proud to flame.
Traded with a pound of good.
Great song, great song.
It's fun because the lyrics are very bum, you know, very bum 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 bum. They worked on their melodies, and as far as they flow perfectly, they got a nice bounce to them, and that's what makes them singable, and that's what makes them memorable, because you are singing along to it, and it's a lot of fun to sing along to this song.
Absolutely, and this whole album was just different, you know, from everything else Motley Crue did. It just. I don't know why. I don't know the right word to say, but it seemed like it was. For some reason, the word brighter, just a brighter album, you know.
I can see that. I understand exactly what you're saying. I found that as we progress through this whole series, you can watch them pivot for every album. You know, you got your Too Fast for Love, which was. You know, this is our freshman album. This is what we wrote while we were fucking, you know, eating fucking beans from a can, but we all shared the same spoon. And then you get into let's make this, let's put a thing out and make this a double album, and you know, let's make a persona about who we think we are. And then you get into theater, which is more of, we need to be like Poison and Rat and all this and be a glam band. So let's make the glam album. And then, you know, Tommy's like, I'm tired of fucking spandex. I want leather. So we make girls, girls, girls. And then you come to this album and you're like, let's just make a fucking hard rock album. You know, there was not really a gimmick with this one, besides the fact that they write about kind of the shit that went on with their lives in the last few years. So,
and it was kind of everything. There was that spandex, leather, just everything in this one.
Yeah, it's kind of
they took all their best stuff and put it.
It just kind of mended it all together. They kneaded it all together. They just, like, you know, making dough. They're just kneading it all. And like, let's make this album. But
when you're not shooting up heroin 10 times a day, you can actually do something.
I know. You know? Weird. Besides wonder when you're going to get away to find that needle one more time.
Yeah.
All right, man. Let's get on to number 3.
Number 3. Slice of Your Pie.
There you go. Slice of Your Pie. I wonder what that's about. I don't know. Gotta love it.
Yeah, it was a good song. I mean, I'll just say, like, every one of these songs could have been released and probably have been a hit to a degree, you know.
Well, I think at this point their popularity was so fucking big I mean, I saw them on this tour. You saw them on this tour?
I've never seen Motley Crue.
You have never seen
I
Crue?
kind of want to go because they're going on tour this summer. I kind of want to go see them. Not so much to see them, but they are touring with Tesla and Extreme.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Tesla. I've seen them a few times. Never seen Extreme, so I figure mark them off the list and finally say, well, I seen Motley Crue and I seen them play instruments, but I didn't
really hear him sing much. Listen, man, if you ain't seen Tesla, have you seen Tesla?
I've seen Tesla a few times.
Tesla is still amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Last time I seen them, and it's been a few years, but they still sounded like, wow. Yeah. They're still wow.
I seen them right after I had my heart attack last year.
Right on.
That's right. I won tickets.
That's right.
I was like, all right,
Off to see Tesla.
Off to see Tesla.
I love Nuno Betancourt from Extreme. That would be. Is Sharon singing with them still or no?
I believe so. Yeah, I believe they're all. I think the drummer, whatever, I can't think what.
Right, I don't know.
Think
I mean,
he's,
I know the two front guys. That's all. That's all I. Yeah, the other ones are interchangeable. I'd never know the difference.
I like their stuff, so I'd love to see them in concert. I never have, but I think it would be worth going just like to see Tesla again and check out Extreme
and sit and watch what may or may not be their final fucking tour for Motley Crue. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
I mean, everybody's on their final tour.
I mean, we won't see Mick Mard, but
Yeah, that's where that. See, and I think I made the mistake of in the upcoming episode of saying something about John L. was the replacement drummer for. I'd ask if that was replacement drummer for Tommy, along the lines. But I think that John L. is actually the guitar player that's taken over. I think. I don't know for sure. I got to dig a little deeper, but he looks like a wild child. Yeah. Looks like he could play some fucking guitar. But I guess you'll have to wait and see. I don't think they're doing a studio album on this, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think there's enough effects processors in the world to get a fucking.
We could do an episode of 80 bands that are going out on tour this year.
Yeah, right. Welcome to 2026.
No shit. I mean, I could, if my wife would let me, I would probably
go to all of them.
I probably yes.
All right, Frankie. How about song number 4?
Oh, another great one. Rattlesnake Shake.
Do the rattlesnake shake, 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 shake. Rattlesnake shake, make my body ache. Rattlesnake shake, 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 shake. Rattlesnake shake, it's all I can take.
So I think this one, man, I think this chorus is so hooky that you, as soon as you see the title, you're like, and do the rattlesnake shake, shake, shake. It's immediately hitting you. Mm-hmm. And whereas, I mean, so no offense, but Slice of the Pie just doesn't have that. I think where they lyricked it, it just doesn't kind of hit the same way as Rattlesnake Shake. But yeah, a fun song. And once again, this could have been a release song. I think that would have done very well. I don't know why they didn't. There's a couple of them here that I look at and it's like, that would have been a good one.
There's one in particular I thought for sure was going to be released and made into a video and be a big hit, but it wasn't.
It wasn't. But yeah, Rattlesnake Shake about it's only 3 minutes and 40 seconds. You mean it's not a 6-minute song there, Wonder Bread? Weird. You can have a 3-minute 40-second song and it be really, really good and not have to worry about it being 6 minutes? Weird, strange. Okay, moving on. Let's go to track number 5.
Oh yeah, the one of my favorites on the album, Kickstart My Heart.
Whoa, yeah.
Kickstart my heart.
Listen, man, like I said, I'm on this cold thing, but I'm afraid that I tried singing some karaoke with the rocker chick last night, and you know how much I hate karaoke. I was horrible.
What song do you do?
Miley's Zombie. Miley's version of Zombie.
Zombie.
Well, I was trying to
God,
back her up
she
on
does
the.
such a great job on that song.
Miley does, yeah.
Oh my God.
Rocker Chick does a really good job when it's in
Yeah.
studio and we're just doing it. But I tried to back her up on the chorus, and I'm so rusty as a singer that as well as all you know is I sing on the podcast all the time. But yeah.
Well, live always sounds different than when you're recording, and
True. You can,
or
you
even
can
with
adjust.
even if you're able to set up your amps and whatever your speakers to fit.
I just feel that I sing so much better when it's me and a guitar. Yeah. But anyway, Kickstart My Heart.
Yeah.
Kind of a longer one on this album at 4:48.
Yeah.
But I think this is the song that they wrote about Nikki being clinically dead for 2 minutes.
Clinically dead.
So I always thought that was kind of funny. It was like, oh, we're going to write a song and about me dying. Let's do this. But then again, it's Nikki. What do you want?
If I understand right, the story on that is he got, and they revived him, woke up in the hospital, and he was like, oh, I'm ready to go. I'm good. And went out and shot more heroin.
Yeah. It didn't take long for him to get right back at it.
Yeah.
Kickstart My Heart was nominated for a Grammy, though, by the way. As was Dr. Feelgood.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that very cool. Very cool. They won.
Great album.
Yeah.
Great album. Great song.
They didn't win. They lost. They lost it in Living Color.
Yeah.
That's funny.
All right, we'll go on to song number 6. The ballad that was written for Tommy and Heather Locklear.
Oh, they broke up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Without You.
Hmm.
Without you, I sail along the sea. Without you, the world comes down on me.
Without you. You gotta sing this stuff, man. I know.
Without you, I'd be lost.
It's so much fun. This song is so much fun because it is different than what you've gotten the whole album at this point.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, and this was the one you were like, being a teenager or just 1989 would have made us what, the sophomores, juniors, seniors, somewhere in there.
89, 90 was my senior year, so 88, 89.
So that would have made me a junior.
Yeah.
And this is the song that we're like, baby, let's throw on Without You and we'll crawl in the back seat.
'Cause I can start another day.
Yeah.
But how many you just don't know. I could face a mountain, but I can never climb alone. No. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely out at the high school dance. Definitely a song, come on, you got your girl.
Yep, absolutely. You got the old double P on her, and you went to town.
There you go.
Yeah. All right, song number 7.
Number 7, probably the funnest song on the whole album. Same Old Situation.
It's the same old situation. It's the same old ball and chain. I say no. Come on.
Once again, Frankie, we're talking about a chorus that just has such a great hook. And girl, it's the same old situation. I mean, the hook is amazing to this song, and you just can't help but sing along with it when it comes on.
Oh, yeah. You the caller Cindy, she changed her name to Sin.
Yeah.
I guess that's the name of a game.
Can you guys tell that Frankie's favorite album is Dr. Feelgood?
Mm-hmm.
He's listened to it a lot.
I have.
That's all right.
Oh yeah, I love this album. Okay, number 8.
Number 8.
Sticky Sweet.
So sticky, so sticky, so sticky. So sticky, so sticky, so sticky sweet.
And this is the song you played after you made out in the back seat of the car.
It's a dirty song.
It's a dirty, dirty song.
Still great song.
Right. No, it's just fun. I mean, to be honest, there's not really one on this album. I mean, there's no skip songs on this album.
No, there really is not.
I mean, you maybe number 3, Slice of the Pie, might be a skip song.
Yeah,
might.
I mean, yeah.
But
Hey,
I mean,
he wrote that about his grandma, man.
Oh yeah, sure he did. Can you actually bring that article up and show me that? Because Slice of the Pie. This is for you, Nona. This is for you. Fuck you, Frankie Vegas. I wrote this for my Nona. Yeah, that's funny. I don't even know. Yeah, it's Sticky Sweet. There you go.
Yeah,
It's a jammer.
Great song.
Yeah. All right. How about number 9?
Number 9, another one. I love this damn song so much. Number 9, She Goes Down.
She goes down, she goes down, she goes down, 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 all night long. She goes down, she goes down, 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 down.
You love it so damn much because of that hook. She goes down. She goes down. She goes down, 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 all night long. You know, I mean, it's, and once again, it didn't get released. We just know it because we listened to the fucking album 7 million times.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And I believe it basically about, you know, your
Blowjobs?
typical, your typical groupie trying to,
Oh, yeah.
you know, get backstage, you know.
Absolutely.
For a backstage pass, she goes down.
Down.
With all of my friends, she goes down.
It's funny to think about that. Why? Okay, so wait. I'm not in the band. I'm not a superstar, but I am nailing some of the hottest chicks going because they all want to get to the band and the superstars, but they got to go through me,
Hell
the
yeah.
roadie or the manager or the stage manager, whatever the case may be. I mean, what a great job that would have been.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You've seen the movie Rockstar with Mark Wahlberg, correct?
Yes.
And where they're in Seattle when Jennifer Aniston,
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston. I thought the name didn't feel right when she goes to see him in Seattle, and she's got all those girls going up with those pink pussy passes. It's like, oh, you got a nice pink pussy pass there, now don't you? What's the P stand for?
I don't know.
Personal friend of the band. Anyway.
Anyway.
I just see that. That would be me. It's like, you got a fucking pink pussy pass there. All right, come on in.
Oh,
Show me what you got. Nice. Move on.
Just got an update on my phone.
Uh-oh.
Quarterback Phillip Rivers will reportedly start for the Colts against the Seahawks.
So, ladies and gentlemen, when this comes out, after that game's over, we'll see how that works out.
Yeah.
You can go check it out.
Yeah, what the? Okay.
I mean, there's. Do they have a choice? It's either him or Tyler Warren's got to start at quarterback at this point.
I don't know. Fucking Tyler Warren did everything right so far. So.
I know, right? Maybe we ought to just let him do his thing. All right, track number 10, which is probably my favorite on this album.
Oh, yeah. I think I've told this to several women. Don't go away mad. Just go away.
And I think it's that dun, 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 those drums and that hook it's just amazing. Now, do you think that Vince kind of took the hint when Nicky and Mick Mars wrote this song? Don't go away, Matt, just go away.
But they said he could crash if he could find his own way.
If you can find your, said I could crash if I could find my own way.
I told them you were leaving on a bus to go away. That's all right.
And that's okay. Just turn the page.
Yeah, I love this. It's another one of those just great song. I can't say enough of it. I mean, for a Motley Crue album, this album, which is actually from first song to last song, which we're coming up to,
Right.
just almost a perfect album. I mean, that's subjective, of course, but
Let's just call it the perfect Motley Crue album.
yeah, the perfect Motley
Yeah.
Crue album.
To say it's a perfect album all the way around, I do believe it's the perfect Motley Crue album. It kind of sums up a lot, and I think this album 100% actually is the pivotal point, the peak of the mountain for Motley Crue, because I think everything from that we've talked about is the build up to this album. It's it's been the stepping stone. You get the Home Sweet Home, you get the Girls, 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 you get that step up to this album, which I think is the height of their popularity and the height of their musical talent. And then you just fall off the side and you get albums like 94, which wasn't even a Motley Crue album. It's still not I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't want to blow out the Tugs episode. And then you get Generation Swine, and then you get whatever the fuck else came out of the hat. Because to be honest, I lost them after Dr. Feelgood. So
Same way. Same.
Pinnacle. This is the pinnacle album
Yes,
for Motley Crue.
absolutely.
So you get one more song, Frankie.
Number 11. And it's a song that, and well, I'll talk about it, but it's called Time for Change.
Change. Now it's time for change. Nothing stays the same. Now it's time for change. Change. Now it's time for change. Nothing stays the same. Whoa, no. I feel.
We used to sing this differently. We used to just have a lot of fun with back when this comes out, it wasn't a credit card heavy society.
Yeah.
You got paid, you went to the bank, you got a handful of cash. You put in what you needed to write checks to pay your bills. You put in your pocket what you needed. And so when you went to the store and you bought something, you always got change.
Yep.
So this was change. You owe me some change. Give me my goddamn change. And now. So this song will always hold a special place in my heart because of that. But I really liked it.
I love this song. I thought when I first bought the album, because I bought it when it came out, right when it came out. So I hadn't heard a lot of these songs yet; they hadn't been released, and I thought Time for Change. I thought, okay, this song's going to be huge. It's going to have a big video because at the time, I think White Lions, When the Children Cry, and then it was kind of like those ballads like that were kind of big at the time.
Right.
So I thought, yeah, that's going to go along.
And it just stuttered. It just sputtered out.
Yeah. Well, I think they had so many good songs on this album, they just didn't need to release anymore.
Right,
They were like,
right.
yeah.
Well, at some point, when do you go like, oh, we need to write a new album and, and have something else to sell? Because to be honest, you make an album and you release Dr. Feelgood. I think that was that the first one? I can tell you in just a second. Dr. Feelgood was actually released August 28th, 1989. So when they released the album, they released a single. If they sell that, if that sells well and everybody likes this, they run out and buy the album.
Yeah.
And then on November 20th, they released Kickstart My Heart. So all those people who didn't buy it when they released Dr. Feelgood runs out and buys it for Kickstart My Heart. Well, by the time that they released Same Old Situation, July 31st of 1990, everybody's already bought the fucking album. They've lost one and bought a second one, but they're not going to go back and buy a third one because they're like, fuck that, I'm tired of owning this album. And by the July of that following year, are probably over listening to it besides being a, well, what do you feel like listening to? We've been listening to Extreme or Tesla or all this for so long. Why don't you throw in fucking Dr. Feelgood? Let's jam out to that for a little bit. Nobody's going back out to rebuy this album. So you got 5 releases, and even though you had at least 1, 2, 3, at least 3 more that me and Frankie think probably could have been released as singles, they weren't going to do it because they've already fucking squeezed all the juice out of that lemon.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, yeah. Everybody who was going to buy the album has already bought it, you know.
Yep.
You know, and like you said, some of us twice, 3 times, however many times we had to buy.
And then you bought it on CD.
Then you bought it on CD,
Yeah.
you know.
Maybe you went out and got vinyl before vinyl died the first time. I mean, vinyl's making a hard comeback, but maybe you went out and bought it on vinyl early on. I don't know. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah. But yeah, Time for Change. It was a great song, you know, just about the future in the hands of the youth of that day.
Right.
You know, that was us.
That was us. 1989. We were the future. We burnt that future out by 94. Just saying. We were like, oh, fuck. Here we go. Wash, rinse, repeat. Here we go. We're going to be fucking responsible adults at this point.
Wait. What do you mean they're pregnant?
Yeah. Are you kidding me? What do you mean you said I do? God damn it. Oh, shit. That's funny.
It'd be like me and my wife says I'm pregnant. Who's the father?
Oh.
Oh, me?
Oh.
I was just making sure. That was a joke.
I know it was, and I'm trying to think of all the things that I said over the years about, like, we wouldn't have this problem. The bitch would have just swallowed. But, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I said a lot of things. A lot of things I don't mean. I love my wife. Just you guys remember that. All right. Frankie, you ready to get out of here?
Yeah, I did. But just like, they did like, I think 3 more, a 2003 remastered of this album, 20th anniversary, double CD, deluxe edition.
You could get the expanded edition bonus tracks, or you could get the anniversary edition double CD deluxe edition, released only in Europe.
Now, did you know the original Korean edition does not contain the first 2 tracks, TNT and Dr. Feelgood?
Really?
Yeah.
How do you name the fucking album?
I don't know.
Dr. Feelgood, if you don't have Dr. Feelgood on there.
Yeah. But yeah, without Korea, they must...
Did you read this? I know, I'm trying to get us out of here, and then I'm like looking, I'm like, oh, fuck. Bob Rock played the bass on Time for Change and did background vocals on several tracks. And then you start going down the list. John Weber did Honky Tonk Piano for Rattlesnake Shake. Jack Blades did background vocals on Same Old Situation and Sticky Sweet. Steven Tyler and Bryan Adams did background vocals on Sticky Sweet. Robin Zander and Nick Nielsen did background vocals on She Goes Down. And Skid Row did background vocals on Time for Change. Did I miss one? David Steele maybe doing background vocals on a shit ton of them.
Yeah.
David Steele, in case you don't know, is an English musician and a member of The Beat and Fine Young Cannibals. Fine Young.
Yeah,
it's crazy to see that. I mean, Steven Tyler, they said was they were recording in the next studio over, and that Mick Mars' fucking amp was so fucking loud it kept bleeding into his vocal room. So he wasn't actually recording anything worth of shit, but
they brought the stars out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They were all just getting high together, like, hey man,
let's come sing.
Hey, since you're here, man, jump in the studio.
Can you guys sing She Goes Down? Yeah, okay, break. You have at it. Good stuff, man.
Bob Rock, like, Jesus fucking Christ, come on.
What do I need another bunch of fucking crazy musicians in here for? Listen, I get it.
Yeah.
I do. I get it. But yeah, bring it on the Superstar.
Yeah, great album. Highly recommend it.
Go stream it today. That's what we
Yeah,
did.
absolutely.
Go check it out.
I was listening to it on my way here.
And after you're done with that, listen to 94, Motley Crue 94. It'll take you almost 2 hours to listen to it, trust me. But go listen to it so you're prepped for The Tug coming out this Saturday. And remember, we recorded that prior to recording this. I'm just saying. So
And I'm not there.
he's not there. And I wanted you to be there so you could see the mustache. The stash.
I was looking forward to that. But
The mustache. Which, by the time that episode comes out, probably getting shaved off as it's getting released.
is it going to be on YouTube? I can look at it on YouTube.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Supposedly.
Supposedly.
Well, I'm not editing that episode. There you go. We leave that up to Wonder Bread, the princess himself.
There you go.
He's supposed to have the video done so we can put it up on YouTube. So get that done there, friend.
Yeah.
All right, man. Go check out Golden Mojo ENT for all of your golden 80s merch. Get it done. Oh, Frankie hit something.
My hip.
Yeah. Oh, he's beaten battered. This studio did not warm up, did it?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right. My ass is cold. I don't like it. Go check out Golden 80s wherever you stream your favorite, or check us out on YouTube where you can watch the videos for all of this. You can watch us just stare at each other because that's what we do. These beautiful faces. All right, guys. Until next week. Hasta la vista, baby.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to the Golden 80s podcast. Check us out at goldenmojoent.com, where you can find out about our great merchandise and a little bit about Frankie and Golden J. Also, at goldenmojoent.com, you can find out about all the other podcasts in the Golden Mojo Entertainment network of podcasts, like
The United States of Paranormal, Indiana Chiefs fans, the Gridiron Kingz, MurdNerds, the Nostalgia Tug, Real Terror, and the Puck Yeah Podcast. But you can still find Golden Image Podcast, A Quart of Books and Booze, and The Call Guys wherever you stream your favorite podcast. And if you have a story that you would like us to cover, just let us know at thegoldenimage80s@gmail.com. Please like, rate, and subscribe wherever you listen.